Yes! Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to my show. I am Kathie J. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Hello, 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 hello. You know what? This half hour we hang out, and I love every single second we get to be together. But if you want to hang out with me more, you can always find me at my website, kathiejshow.com. You can also follow me on social media, and I have a YouTube channel, everybody, Kathie J. Just go there, click like, and subscribe, and I'll be with you as much as you want. All right, everybody. Today we're talking about something that can be very hard to do. It's very hard for me, but it is very important that we all learn how to do this the right way. Setting boundaries. I'm talking about setting boundaries in our friendships, in our work, in our family, everywhere we go, even with the person you love the most. Now, here to help us out to figure out how to draw the lines is our emotional coach, emotional healing coach, Rebecca Silence.
Hi, everybody.
Yay. Hello.
So glad to be here to talk about this.
Girl, this is so important.
Yeah.
I feel that every time you come, boundaries is always a topic within what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
When you show up, because boundaries is who we are. It's how we relate to everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, don't ask me, what are boundaries?
So boundaries allow you to never lose yourself for any reason.
Okay.
We are programmed that there is a way we're supposed to be, that there is a way that is okay, a way that's not okay, and that has us not living for ourselves.
Okay, but we're told to live life to its fullest. Be happy, experience everything you can.
Yeah, impossible without boundaries.
Okay, but boundaries are put up as something that holds us back then.
Boundaries are what holds you so that your life works for you. So boundaries, basically, very simply, are guaranteed to help you live how you want to live, get what you want. If you have boundaries, it means you know who you are and you know what you want, and you refuse not to get what you want.
Okay, so how do I learn what I know what I want and what I know what I don't want?
It's a lot of trial and error.
Okay.
But any place, any relationship to start that you feel stressed out about, like if someone's calling your phone and you see their name and all of a sudden you have that stressed out feeling.
We all have that person in our life, yeah.
Or multiple,
yes.
Right? Whether it's personal or professional, phone calls coming in. Right there is an indicator that there likely is a way you are in that relationship that you're not proud of.
Okay, right.
I am like adapting down. I'm dumbing down.
It's not who I am when I'm with this person in this place or whatever I'm doing. So it's a feeling that you're looking for inside that says I'm not right.
Something's off.
Something's off.
Right.
Not
Something's
right
off.
probably isn't that. Something's off.
Yeah. Well, because I really think there's no good or bad or right or wrong. There's just what works for you and what doesn't.
Right.
And boundaries, that's what works for you.
So when I am always upset with this person, like there's something obviously wrong with this communication. Where do I go from there?
Right. So the biggest thing is to understand they get to do whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. The person isn't bad or wrong.
Yes.
And they're not the problem.
Yes.
Even if they're being a jerk, even if they're not kind, they are just living in their bubble of what they think life is supposed to be and how they're living their lives. You get to be the best of you.
Right.
In the face of how anybody shows up and in the face of anything.
Okay, so the boundaries will help me be the best of me.
Yes.
Regardless of how they're acting.
Yes. And what
But what they're doing is really making me mad.
So we had an episode on toxic relationships, that in that case, what I always want people to do is tell the truth about what's working for you and what you need to be different. Give them the chance to grow with you. And then if they don't,
Okay.
blow them a kiss, thank you.
Okay.
And that's a boundary.
And you're so right. And when we come back, that's exactly where we're going. How to tell them they're on thin ice.
This isn't working for me.
This isn't working for me.
And respectfully,
right, because okay, we're going to learn how to do it the right way when we come back. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. Today, it's all about setting boundaries in your life and your relationships. And I point at you because I don't want to point at me because I'm doing it wrong. I have done it wrong, everybody. So today, I'm going to learn from Rebecca how to do it right. We learned what boundaries were. Now our emotional healing life coach, Rebecca Silence, is going to tell, yay! Okay, the boundaries.
Yeah.
Start with, who are the boundaries for?
Yeah. So boundaries, just like forgiveness, it's always for you. It's basically your bar. So we meet the bar wherever it's set.
Okay.
So if you have no boundaries or very wishy-washy boundaries, meaning you'll say one thing, but then you'll do another.
Okay.
Right? We do that all the time.
Now, is that integrity?
Well, it's integrity, but I just try to make this simple because people get very scared of the word integrity.
Yeah,
right?
totally,
Like
totally.
they rebel against it all the time.
Right, like all of a sudden I have to take a shower.
The way I want us to think about it is we need to do better than just kind of accepting crumbs for some sense of love and validation in the world.
Right, you're right.
So we meet the bar wherever it is.
Okay.
So I want us to raise the bar, and boundaries are for me to know my bar is high and to know that I have become someone that loves and respects myself so much that I can't be threatened.
Yes.
Right? We get threatened in relationships. We get threatened when we think that we are not going to be respected or validated or loved.
Right.
And boundaries are a way to make sure that no matter what they say or do, or don't say or don't do, I still have the high bar and I still know who I am.
And I totally love that. And I have, and through you, I've been trying to grow, and I'm like telling people that whenever I'd get the call and be like, ugh, you know, like, and so when I communicated, I guess I didn't communicate right. That this would look like, but because I didn't want to say, these are things I don't like about you. This is what you do that bothers me, because that's none of my business.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's you.
Well, and so when I coach couples, the number one issue, it's not that they don't like their partner or that their partner is the problem. They don't like who they are being in the relationship.
Okay, yes.
They have become a version of themselves that they're not proud of, and that's the issue.
Okay.
So boundaries are for you because they make sure you don't become a version of you don't like and that you're not proud of.
So the way to communicate that then is when I'm with you, I find myself doing this and I don't like that?
Well, so first, before we get to how to communicate, which is very important, have you communicated with yourself? So before we communicate with them, we have to communicate with ourselves.
Okay, yeah.
So it is integrity to not say one thing and do another, but I want to make it simple. So your job is to enforce and respect your own boundaries, meaning you only say yes to what you actually are wanting to say yes to.
Okay.
We say yes because of obligation.
Yes.
We say yes to tolerate.
We
say yes, right.
Rebecca, it is polite. You got, you know, like there's things you got to suck up and do. We all have to do things we don't like, and that's what life is.
Right. Until you decide today is the day that you take your own life back, and today is the day that you decide that you are going to live how you want to.
Okay, I know, but
and let other people deal.
And we've been down this road, but by doing that, now all of a sudden, the family members that you decided that you put the boundaries up and they didn't come across it. I mean, they didn't continue the relationship. 2 years later, now you don't even talk to those family members.
Okay.
You know, that's okay.
Why not?
I know it's so crazy to get through your head because we feel an obligation to our blood.
Yeah.
We feel, no matter how bad they've treated us, you feel something for, you know, like we feel obligations to people that we, for some reason, feel obligations to.
But here's the thing, like attracts. So when you become someone who your ultimate obligation is to yourself, and because you are honoring yourself, that makes you better for other people.
I get that.
You will attract people that also respect themselves, which means they are more respectful to you.
And that's what's happening, but at the same time, I'm getting called out by people that I aren't in my life anymore.
So do we actually have room for people that would disrespect, dishonor, or want us to be who they need us to be instead of loving and respecting who we are? Do we want people that want us to win, that want us to have our best life?
Absolutely.
Or do we want to protect the relationships that are asking us to dumb it down?
Exactly.
And I love that you just said of the few.
Yeah.
Because in the grand scheme of things, and believe me, Kathie, my book, Coming Back to Life, my family, my history growing up, it was a journey of no boundaries, me thinking my whole job was to be the sacrificial lamb in the family.
Absolutely.
And I prolonged that, right? Like, I'll take it because I don't want anybody else to have to take it, right? I don't matter.
Okay.
You
when
matter.
We come back, all right, when we come back, Rebecca, we're going to get more into these boundaries and you mattering. We'll be back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. Man, every time Rebecca shows up, we have a great time. Hi, everybody. I'm Kathie J. Thanks for hanging out with us this half hour. This is emotional healing coach Rebecca Silence. You can find her at RebeccaSilence.com. She has an amazing course that's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour course that you can take on your own time.
Yeah.
But you come out on the other end learning so much about yourself and who you are. And I'm currently in it, Rebecca. And
I'm so grateful you're taking it.
I'm so grateful to be doing it. So let's get more into the boundaries, because
let's do it.
Learning about ourselves is what we need to do. So boundaries are so important because it's about critical thinking. Is that right?
It's about impeccability with yourself. And here's the deal. We grew up as a version of ourselves.
Yes, we did.
That learned how to survive our family.
Right.
And then I'm suggesting boundaries will allow you to become a version of yourself that you want to be now.
I love that you said we grew up surviving our family, because we all, right now everybody's like, yeah.
Right.
And then the boundaries help us create the human we want to be.
Right.
And I always tell, and boundaries, like I always tell teenage girls and stuff, I'm like, don't fall into a dude. Don't let a guy or a relationship change your path.
Right.
Because I saw so many of my girlfriends all of a sudden just not want to go to college because they fell in love with the dude in town.
Right.
You know, and their life course changes because of they let their boundaries go on who they wanted to be.
They just stopped being who they really are.
But then maybe their life was to be a mom and to go start that life.
But here's the deal. We're both moms.
Yeah.
We're both examples
Yeah.
of you can have career
Yeah.
and you can have family.
Right.
And then I'm the voice that says you can have independence and relationships.
Okay.
Right? And
Right.
we're not taught that.
Okay.
We're taught to get all codependent and enmeshed and lose our identities and lose ourselves and be perpetually stressed and anxious and worried.
Okay. So back to the boundaries and how to communicate it to people. Okay, so so if it's a relationship, if it's work, are they the same communication that I'm doing? Where does it start? From me?
So again, just to break it down, it's not easy, but it is this simple. Only agree to what actually works for you. So we take
I'm not going to come in on Saturdays. I don't need
action.
to work. Okay.
We take action before we've thought about, does this actually work for me?
Yeah.
And potentially working on Saturday to further your career, yes, you want to do it. I just want people to recognize they're powerfully choosing.
Yes.
So you're never not at choice.
Right.
You're never having to do anything. That is young, stuck age you being afraid to take a stand for your life now. So be thinking about before you take action, does this actually work for me?
Okay.
Do I actually want to pick up this phone? Do I actually want to agree to working this day? Do I actually want to agree to this date with this person? Or it's just because my best friend said I should date this person?
Okay, I get all that.
Think about it.
Think about that.
Then when you're communicating with the person, after you've communicated with you, it's I messages. This is so simple. But what people do that have their relationships go downhill fast. You didn't do this. You did that.
Right. Or Rebecca, if you don't learn to throw your stuff away,
or we tolerate people doing the you at us.
Oh,
so you need boundaries the second someone is coming at you like you're the problem. And here's how you do it. I'm going to need us to press pause.
Okay.
Because I care about you, but I want to know what's going on with you. Are you asking me for something? Are you accusing me of being this? Bring it back. I messages here.
Okay.
Check it out with them, because sometimes we hear through a filter
all
and
the
that's
time.
Not what they mean. So I'll check it out all the time.
You'll literally say, let's pause for a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I'll say to my daughter, are you being mean to me right now? And then asking to take my car? Is that what's happening? No, Mom, oh my gosh, right? Like, just check it out.
Yes.
And then maybe they are saying this thing about you.
Okay.
I'm going to end the conversation until we can come back and have it be respectful.
Wow. Oh my God.
I do this all the time.
Okay. How would you talk to your boss? You can't say.
I have one. I'm the boss, right? Because
I'm
a terrible employee. Because I want to be in charge. I'm a great partner.
I believe you
are.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be a boss necessarily, but if someone's needing to talk to their boss or a partner, a colleague, professionally, you come with solutions. This is another big thing. So boundaries offer solutions to have you get more out of life the way you want to.
Okay.
People come with the problem and they hand their problem problems to each other.
Yeah.
And then there's no place for it to go. It's just like hot potato with the problem.
Right. Did you get that? Right. Oh, she's working on it. Yeah.
So be aware of a solution. And maybe you're in uncharted waters and you don't actually know what would work, but guess. I would love to have this conversation once we've calmed down and we can come back with solutions.
Okay.
I would love to talk through this and find a way to get through this with you, but right now I'm heated, so I need a break. So ask for a break if you need it.
Okay.
But offer solutions.
Okay.
And then always give them an opportunity to work with you first.
Okay.
By taking out, this is so important, blame, threat, intimidation. If that's in the conversation,
it's not going anywhere.
You need to wait. No, because then you're just perpetuating the
Totally.
fear and the problem.
And then the person's getting defensive, and then you want to pull out all these other examples, and then nobody's listening. Absolutely.
Right. So be thinking about, I had a journal in the first couple of years of coaching, like 20 years ago. What do I want the ideal outcome to be? I had no idea. I knew what I thought would make them happy.
Right.
But I didn't know what I wanted.
Well, so often we think what that makes them happy is I'll just suck it up and I'll just internalize and I'll just deal. I'll let it go when I'm not in their presence anymore.
Or
that's not right.
It's not. Or we think that what will make us happy is when there's no conflict.
Yeah.
But conflict is an indicator that we need more honesty here.
Oh, I love that.
Truth. Like, bring on the conflict.
You're right, because when there's transparency, there's usually no conflict because everybody's, oh, that's such a good point. Okay, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, Rebecca has the boundary hacks. We'll be back.
Yes.
Kathie J.
Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better.
Kathie J.
Welcome back to the Kathie J Show. Today we've been hanging out with Rebecca Silence,
everyone.
RebeccaSilence.com. She's an emotional healing coach, everybody. Been doing this for over 20 years. She's survived what kind of cancer?
Melanoma.
A 5%
Stage 3.
chance
Yeah,
you survived
I was
it.
really sick, yeah.
She has lived everything she's talking with us today, everybody, about. So it's about power choosing your choices in life, right?
Well, and I'm glad you brought up cancer because I think a lot of times people are willing to wait for a crisis.
Yes.
And then they'll live their lives fully. But I want us living our lives fully starting now.
Right, because I said, isn't it saying yes meaning that you're being selfish? You can't live selfish. We can't all walk around eating whatever we want, doing whatever we want. You can't live like that.
And I would suggest, why not?
Because then we get diabetes and die, or or become an addict, or
when we are living in so much fear around who we're supposed to be and how it's supposed to look, we rebel. So we eat in a way that's rebellious, or we self-destruct in ways because we're rebelling against who we think we're supposed to be.
Yes.
So I'm just suggesting that when you let yourself relax into, you make the rules. And your only job, this is the boundary hack.
Okay, the boundary hack.
Is to say yes to what is best for your soul. And that's a different way to think about it.
There you go, because yes to a Slurpee is good for me and up here, but it's not good for actually my soul overall, because then I'm going to regret it in about 5 hours.
And maybe once every 6 months you want a Slurpee, and I'm just saying, when you let yourself have it, your life, your way, there's no need to rebel.
Right.
There's no need,
So if somebody wants to smoke their cigarettes, that's their choice.
Well, and that's something that's important too, because we can see where other people are maybe not honoring themselves the way we wish they were.
We see it. People we love.
So this is why I want us to be more selfish and love ourselves enough to have boundaries.
Okay.
Because that models for the people that are unhealthy that, there is a way to be true to myself.
Okay.
And again, once you're true to yourself, you're going to attract people more true to themselves.
Right.
And your experience of life and relationships will be so much better. And you don't have to lose yourself ever.
I know.
For relationships.
Okay, here's the thing about losing yourself. You're helping us find ourselves.
Yes.
Everybody, we can keep going, but the main thing is, if you know who you are, then nobody can get through you. Nobody, everybody, your job, your whoever it is, you're fine because you know what you do and you don't do. So you only agree, so the hack for the week is only agree to things that you really want to do.
Right.
That's
Take your own life back. And, I think it is.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, but and then the other thing though about your becoming yourself, that's the big part.
Yeah.
Okay, this 3-hour course that you have online.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can take it at your own time. It's really amazing.
It's called the Emotional Survival Kit.
Go ahead, tell them.
We have first aid kits. We have kits to help us in the wilderness. We have all these kits. I have created a kit for you
Yeah.
when emotionally you're struggling with anxiety, you're depressed, or you just had that feeling of feeling off and not really knowing where you fit in with your life or what you want. This Emotional Survival Kit course is everything you need to become someone that is so true to you that you become better for humanity.
Yeah, like there's some things that I'm learning about myself that I'm like, it's like putting on a good pair of jeans.
Yes.
Like it feels good when I'm like, that's how I feel. That's it right there. Like,
and you deserve to feel relaxed, and you deserve to feel excited about your life, and you deserve to love who you are and trust who you are. And I teach you that in 3 hours.
Yeah, totally. It's awesome.
I really do.
RebeccaSilence.com is where you can get this course, everybody. And you can connect with her, get some coaching on your own, everybody.
Yeah, reach out.
Yes, please reach out. The website, RebeccaSilence.com, one more time. One more time. Throw it out there, everybody, Rebecca.
The next level version of you is the version of you that you want to be and that you long to be and that you deserve to experience. And when you let yourself have that, my gosh, are you going to shine a light on the world that is the medicine the world needs. We need more authenticity, not more fear-based, living out of obligation.
Right, head down.
That's a mess. Be true to yourself. Start today.
Power choosing, everybody. Be true to yourself. Thank you, Rebecca Silence. RebeccaSilence.com.